welcome to Classic Car Cave. It's just a very quick video on a Mercedes-Benz 407D camper, which a friend of mine in the UK has, excuse my cigarette smoking there, has purchased from a girl here in Austria, and we're trying to get it through a test, basically an MOT or a pickle as they call it here, and it failed on a few things, which we've now fixed up and sorted. One thing that we found after the test was done and it failed on four points, which were basically the seat belts, because the inertia wasn't working, so they've been changed to brand new ones. The two rear wheel cylinders were weeping, and we put two brand new ones on. The rest of the brakes were in really good condition, the linings, everything, and we've readjusted them, and all the adjusters are working now. The vehicle hasn't been run for about 18 months, 2 years, but the linings are absolutely perfect and everything's clean and fixed. The exhaust was rattling, and that's basically because the exhaust ring between the manifold and the exhaust pipe itself, the downpipe, was no ring in it, so the three bolts that were holding it were doing nothing. The thing was rattling, so that's fixed. And we wanted to change the fan belt. And the problem there is that I went to Mercedes dealership and got a new belt, and been back there today because yesterday was a bank holiday, now it's open. I went down there and it is the right belt, but what's happened is somebody's put a different alternator on and the pulley has a smaller V on it. So that means the pulley on the water pump and the crank, the pulley itself, the V in the pulley, this one that's on it now will be going deeper into it. Then we found the original alternator in the back, so what the plan is now, with Peter's permission, I'll call him tonight in the UK and get the one that was lying in the back, the original one, which has got the proper pulley and the proper shape for the original belt, and get it refurbished in Bosnia, because it'll cost a fraction to get done there compared to anywhere else. Anything from kind of 50 to 70 euro for a completely refurbished alternator. It's not a lot of money. So if that's okay, we'll go ahead and do that, and then when he comes back from Bosnia, Amir, then we'll put it on. The other issue we had was the oil filter. Unfortunately, they gave us the wrong style, but we've got all that fixed up now. So in this video, we're just going over it now. Amir's done the majority of the work on it. I've helped him a little bit, but mainly just looking at what's going on, because I've kind of said that I won't do work for other people anymore, because it just comes back to bite and comes back to haunt you. But unfortunately, I was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with this situation, because I know Peter. I mentioned the vehicle to him that happened to be up the road. He wants it, so I want him to get the vehicle he wants. The girl that owns it wants to sell it, and I want her to get a good deal. So I'm kind of piggy in the middle. So anyway, bottom line is we're doing it, and it'll be ready to drive back to the UK. So this is just the story of that. The only thing that we didn't find on the test, unfortunately, they didn't pick it up on the test. And we went to UMTC, which is the equivalent of the RAC or AA in the UK, and here it's very, the MOT is very strict here. They even have a vibration machine. They check the brake fluid for any water absorption in it, and for boiling point, and all kinds of stuff that they don't do in the UK. But somehow the prop shaft must have been vertical when they were doing the inspection, and the pit is quite deep. And we found that the Hardy Spicer in the prop shaft, the one on the gearbox tail end, has got a cap missing, and some of the needle rollers have come out. So obviously needs a new Hardy Spicer. It looks like the yoke, which is the two bits like this. It looks like the two yokes are in good condition. They're normally strong anyway. But as I said, where you've got the cross on the Hardy Spicer, and you've got 4 caps with roller bearings in it, roller pin bearings. The cap, excuse me, the cap has been exposed and it's cracked, so we have to take the whole prop shaft off. Anyway, I'll bring up to date on that once we get the prop shaft, but this is for Peter to see it, that it's done, who's buying the vehicle, and hopefully people who are interested in Mercedes-Benz 407 these, you know, because it is 1977 and it's only done 155,000 kilometers, which is what, 95,000 miles. It's nothing for a camper, not a camper of that age. It's in really good condition. Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so this is Peter Watson. So Peter, there's the old ones. We'll leave them in the van and show them the MOT guy. And we're not sure about the fuel filters yet. Or the fuel filters, they're going to be okay?
I change. It's different. You have the sponge around, but
yeah. But what about, this is the oil? No, this is oil, isn't it?
This is oil. You not need because you have this other one type.
Yeah, there's two for fuel. It's supposed to be. Anyway, so bottom line is I ordered the bits and they turned up. The guy's giving me the wrong ones. This is the fan belt, which we've got the number on. It's in really good condition though, I have to say. I think I can't see any damage on it, but that's the one he's given us, and you can see the V of the thickness alone is no good. So I'll swap that. This is the oil filter that came out, and you can see there's a paper type filter on the bottom. So we've got the number, and that's what they've sent us is it's basically just that top bit, but it's not as long. This was absolutely full of crud right up to this piece here. I mean, it really had to be washed quite a long time to get all the crap out of it, and the oil is absolutely black as the ace of spades. It obviously has not been changed for many years. I mean, that is seriously old. So, but the brake cylinders are done. We've obviously got to take the brake fluid out. We'll try and siphon it out and put the 5.1 in it when we bleed the brakes. But now there's a bank holiday this Monday, tomorrow, and nothing's open till Tuesday. So whether we can get these bits or not, I don't know. Whether he's got them on the shelf, but we need another fan belt. We could put that one back on, and put the brand new one in. That might be the way to do it. But the oil filter's a problem because we need that oil filter. You can see how long it is. So yeah, and that's from Mercedes. I mean, I gave them the details from the paperwork of the vehicle, so I don't know how he could have screwed it up, but there you go. But the brakes went on pretty well, didn't, without too much of a fuss. But Amir had already cleaned up these back plates, front and back. So basically, we just have to drop the exhaust down a little bit, put that ring in, and then get an oil filter and a fan belt. And as I said, Peter, if the fan belt's an issue, I'll get you a spare and we'll put this one back on, because there's nothing wrong with that. Or we'll put the new one on and use that as a spare. So this is from something else. Oh, this is the original, the one I bought from them. That it's wrong. You can see the V is far too big compared to the V on that one. So yeah, here's what it is. Alright, so for Peter, oil filter is completely wrong. He's given me a second oil filter, canister style one, and that should have been an inline filter. So I'll just a generic one, so I'll get one from the other motor spare shop, and I need to change that belt. That's the one we should have, that thin one, and he gave me that, so I'll try and get it. Unfortunately, it's a bank holiday tomorrow, so I'll try and get it on Tuesday if possible. But as you saw, the oil is terribly black. Put my seatbelt on, silly bloody noise. So, that's it going back, Peter. We've done what we can. Just get this Hardy Spicer ordered up, and I'll return some of the other things. So, but it's starting much easier with that new oil in it and everything cleaned up. And he even took the master cylinder, brake master cylinder reservoir out and cleaned it all up. But unfortunately, the back portion is quite dirty, so it looks like the fluid's dirty, but it's not. It's all brand new. .51. So anyway, he's going to park up now because they're leaving tomorrow for Bosnia, and hopefully I'll get this Hardy Spicer, and I'll talk to you about the other things with it. So we don't meet up around the corner. He's going to park it right there where that tennis court is. I've got my big trailer on the back, so I'm going to just turn around here. He's going to store it in there. It's a nice looking van.